Hurricanes. They are a destructive force of nature that has shaped the lives of many people in the United States. I learned about one hurricane in particular in my Texas history class. The Galveston hurricane, or more commonly known as the Hurricane of 1900, shaped the lives of 38,000 residents in the Texas town for more than a century after the incident. I'm going to analyze and break down this horrific tragedy through eyewitness accounts, the casualties and aftermath, and the precautionary measures taken to prevent future catastrophe that forged the nickname, the deadliest hurricane in U.S. history. The Galveston hurricane began as a tropical storm out of the central Atlantic Ocean on August 27. By the time the hurricane hit land on September 8, 1900, it was a Category 4. Winds reached well over 120 miles per hour, and waves were a staggering 20 feet tall. The story of survivor and local meteorologist Dr. Isaac M. Klein is told in the article, Hurricane, the Galveston Hurricane of 1900, I referenced on weather.com. Upon witnessing increasing wind speeds and rougher seas, Dr. Klein rode up and down the beaches, warning people to take shelter on high ground. It states in the article he predicted very heavy losses. 48 people took shelter in Dr. Klein's home. 32 of the 48, including his wife, drowned. Perhaps the most tragic aspect of this hurricane was the casualties and aftermath. According to the article, Hurricane Destroyed Galveston in 1900 on CNN.com, there was an estimated 6,000 to 12,000 lives lost due to drowning or being crushed by debris. Also, property damage totaled to a whopping $30 million. With an astounding number of bodies, there wasn't much the survivors could do with the dead. The first idea that came to mind was to tie a rock to the bodies and send them out to sea. This was a failure in itself because the bodies washed back to shore. This prompted the citizens to burn the bodies in a funeral pyre. Finally, the people of Galveston decided to take precautionary measures in case of future storms. One of the measures that is recognized today is the sea wall. Back in 1900, the locals decided to pass a $1.5 million bond to construct the 17-foot high sea wall. After many modifications, the wall now stretches 10.4 miles long. The citizens also needed to decide how to rebuild their houses. Many contractors believed it would be best to raise the houses up on stilts. This would keep the houses above sea level. Throughout the course of U.S. history, there isn't a single natural disaster that can hold a candle to the Galveston hurricane. It wasn't just the death toll and cost that made it so deadly, it also was the sheer impact that shaped the future of Galveston. Many people believed that the Galveston city would not rebound, but the will of its survivors allowed the town to thrive. Now it's a popular tourist attraction. After looking at eyewitness accounts, the casualties and aftermath, and the precautionary measures taken to prevent the future catastrophes, I can honestly say that the Galveston hurricane is the deadliest hurricane in U.S. history.